The way you consume something healthy can determine whether it heals you or harms you. This truth applies not only to the food you place on your plate, but to every element you allow into your life. Many people believe that something labeled as healthy is universally beneficial, as if the simple presence of that thing in your life guarantees positive results. But life is more subtle, more complex, and far more demanding of your awareness than that. Nothing is entirely good or entirely bad. It is the relationship you form with that thing, the timing, the quantity, the method, that decides its role in your life. Consider food. You may hear that certain foods are healthy: oats, nuts, fruits, even water. But do you understand the conditions under which they nurture your body? Oatmeal, for example, is praised for its ability to provide energy, fiber, and satiety. Yet, if consumed in excess, prepared improperly, or eaten mindlessly, that same oatmeal can slow your digestion, spike your blood sugar, or leave you feeling fatigued. The same bowl that holds nourishment also holds the potential to disrupt your system. The difference lies not in the oats themselves, but in how you choose to consume them. There is a deeper principle at work here. Health is not found in isolated objects, but in relationships. Your relationship with food, with water, with rest, with exercise, all of these determine whether something becomes medicine or poison for your body and mind. Too much of something, even something good, becomes harmful. Too little of something essential becomes dangerous. The wise person studies the balance, not the object. The way you consume also reflects your state of mind. When you eat in a state of stress, even the most nutritious meal can be poorly digested. The body is not separate from the mind. When you are tense, anxious, or distracted, your nervous system shifts into survival mode. Digestion slows. Nutrient absorption weakens. The food that should fuel you merely passes through, offering little benefit. The same meal, when eaten with calm awareness, becomes a source of strength. This is why rituals around food exist across cultures, not for superstition, but to remind you that how you eat is as important as what you eat. This principle extends beyond food. Water, for example, is essential for life, but excessive water can dilute minerals in the body, weaken digestion, and create imbalance. Insufficient water leads to dehydration, fatigue, and poor cognitive function. Again, the substance itself is neutral. Your understanding and application determine the outcome. Even knowledge operates under this law. Wisdom, teachings, and advice are often regarded as inherently positive. But knowledge consumed without reflection, without integration, can create confusion and arrogance. Information overload leaves the mind restless, unable to discern what is useful. You may hear wise words repeatedly, yet if you consume them carelessly, without discipline, they do not heal you, they overwhelm you. The lesson is lost when learning becomes passive consumption instead of active observation. Physical exercise is another example. Movement strengthens the body, sharpens the mind, and builds resilience. But if done excessively, without proper rest, without awareness of the body's signals, exercise itself becomes harmful. Injuries occur, the immune system weakens, the practice meant to cultivate vitality begins to erode it. Similarly, insufficient movement leads to stagnation, weakness, and decay. The practice, like all things, demands balance and conscious participation. It is the same with silence. Silence can heal. It can restore clarity, calm the emotions, and deepen awareness. But silence forced upon oneself, or silence rooted in avoidance, can create isolation, disconnection, and misunderstanding. Even the most powerful tools, when misused, turn against you. The world around you is filled with examples of this duality. Fire can warm your home or destroy it. Water can nourish your fields or flood your land. Words can inspire or wound. Relationships can elevate or diminish you. It is not the object itself that defines its nature, but your approach, your understanding, your timing, and your intention. Your habits, therefore, become a reflection of your wisdom. Do you eat because you are hungry or because you are distracted? Do you drink because your body needs hydration or because of unconscious routines? Do you learn because you seek growth or because you are addicted to novelty? In every small action, the potential for healing or harm is hidden, waiting for your awareness to reveal it. This understanding cultivates humility. It reminds you that life is not about collecting objects, titles, or practices, but about developing conscious relationships with them. The healthiest food, consumed without gratitude, becomes empty. The most profound teachings, heard without reflection, fade into noise. The most disciplined routines, followed without awareness, become mechanical, devoid of growth. True mastery of health of life is subtle. It is not found in extremes, in rigid beliefs, or in blind adherence to popular trends. It is cultivated through observation, watching how your body responds, how your mind reacts, how your energy shifts. It requires patience, a willingness to experiment, and the humility to correct your course when needed. The way you consume reflects your discipline. It reveals whether you live on autopilot or with presence. And presence is where healing resides. When you eat with awareness, your body listens. When you drink with gratitude, your energy responds. When you move with intention, your strength grows. When you learn with humility, your understanding deepens. The same oatmeal, the same water, the same practice, each can elevate you or diminish you based on how you engage with it. Life offers tools, not guarantees. It is your responsibility to wield those tools with care. The same rule applies to emotional energy. You may think positivity is always good, but forced positivity that ignores reality can create denial and suppressed emotions. Likewise, facing challenges with awareness, not rejection, transforms discomfort into growth. It is the quality of your engagement that defines the result. Everything is connected to this one simple principle: how you consume, whether food, information, relationships, or experiences, determines the direction of your growth. The substance alone is neutral. Your relationship with it carries the true power to heal or to harm. And that relationship is built, moment by moment, through your awareness, your discipline, and your willingness to observe deeply. Certainly. Here's the 900-word conclusion of the entire speech based on the line, ****, a true awareness extends beyond actions. It reaches into your daily habits, including how you nourish your body. ***, we live in a time where most people believe awareness is only required for major decisions, the big choices, the obvious challenges, the moments where life presents something new or uncertain. But real awareness does not operate selectively. It is not a tool we pick up when we feel lost and then abandon when life feels familiar. True awareness is constant. It extends beyond your visible actions and settles quietly into the foundation of your daily habits, the small, repetitive behaviors that, without your noticing, become your identity, your energy, and ultimately your future. When we speak of habits, we often limit the conversation to discipline, consistency, or breaking bad routines. But there is a deeper level, an awareness so subtle that it watches not just what you do, but how you do it. It examines the relationship between your body and your nourishment, between your mind and your consumption, between your existence and your rituals. And at the center of this awareness lies something we all engage with every day: how we nourish our body. Nourishment is more than food. It is the energy you allow in, the thoughts you absorb, the emotions you entertain, the relationships you cultivate, and yes, the food you consume. The body is not separate from the mind. The mind is not separate from the spirit. Together, they form the vessel through which you experience life. And if your vessel is neglected, polluted, or treated with ignorance, your experience of life becomes clouded. Your energy weakens, your clarity fades, your resilience diminishes. But when you nourish your body with awareness, everything begins to change. Your food no longer becomes just fuel. It becomes a source of vitality, of grounding, of balance. But this requires that you approach nourishment not as a task, not as a mechanical routine, but as a conscious ritual. Every bite, every sip, every ingredient carries potential. The question is, are you aware of what you are inviting into your system? Are you mindful of how it affects your energy, your clarity, your growth? Many people consume food without thought, rushed, distracted, driven by cravings rather than needs. They eat not to nourish, but to escape discomfort, to numb emotions, to fill space. But nourishment given without awareness does not serve you. It burdens you. Even foods labeled as healthy can become harmful when consumed with ignorance. Even practices meant for well-being can damage you if approached without reflection. Take oatmeal as an example. It is praised for its health benefits, rich in fiber, sustaining energy, supporting digestion. But even this can harm your system if you consume it carelessly. Eating too much, neglecting proper preparation, adding excessive sugar. These small mistakes rooted in lack of awareness turn something nourishing into something destructive. The same applies to every aspect of your life. The value of something is not found only in its label, but in how you integrate it, how you respect it, how you understand its relationship to your unique needs. True awareness requires you to slow down. It demands that you observe not only what enters your body, but how your body responds. Does the food you eat provide energy or create fatigue? Does it ground you or make you restless? Does it nourish your body or numb your senses? When you ignore these questions, you drift through life disconnected from your own vessel, unaware of the signals your body is sending, unaware of the quiet ways your energy is being diminished. But when awareness reaches your daily habits, everything becomes an opportunity for growth. Eating becomes a lesson in gratitude and balance. Movement becomes a reminder of strength and presence. Rest becomes an act of respect for your body. Even discomfort becomes a teacher, guiding you toward alignment and self-mastery. Your body is your first environment. You live within it every moment of your life. Yet, many people care more for their possessions, their titles, their appearances, than for the health of the vessel that carries them. They upgrade devices but neglect their digestion. They chase success but ignore the foundation of energy required to sustain it. But awareness redirects your attention inward. It reminds you that true strength, true resilience, true clarity, these are built not through occasional action, but through consistent, mindful habits. How you nourish your body reflects how you treat yourself. Do you offer your body respect, patience, quality, or do you feed it distractions, chemicals, and carelessness? The food you choose, the routines you create, the thoughts you repeat, All of these shape your energy, your health, your potential. And when your habits lack awareness, your body quietly suffers, your mind weakens, your spirit dims. But when awareness touches your habits, when you see every meal as an act of alignment, every movement as a gift, every moment of rest as necessary restoration, then you begin to transform. You stop seeking quick fixes, you stop chasing temporary satisfaction. You develop patience, discipline, and clarity that extend beyond food, beyond health, into every area of life. When your body is nourished with awareness, your mind gains clarity. When your mind is clear, your actions become purposeful. When your actions are aligned, your life evolves naturally. It is not about controlling every outcome, but about cultivating the conditions for growth, energy, and resilience. Awareness is the foundation of those conditions. True awareness extends beyond grand gestures. It lives in the quiet moments, the first glass of water in the morning, the ingredients you choose, the way you breathe before eating, the decision to stop when full, the reflection on how your body feels after a meal. These details, often overlooked, are where real transformation hides. Do not wait for crisis to awaken your awareness. Do not let poor habits erode your energy silently. Begin now. Observe your daily rituals. Watch how you nourish your body. Correct where needed. Respect your vessel. Align your actions, your thoughts, and your habits with the person you are becoming. Your greatest teacher is not outside of you. It is your own body, your own energy, your own awareness. When you extend mindfulness beyond action into habit, beyond appearance into nourishment, you do not merely exist, you evolve. And in this evolution, you discover that true health, true vitality, true clarity, these are earned moment by moment through conscious choices. That is the discipline. That is the way forward. And that is how your daily habits, including how you nourish your body, become a reflection of your highest awareness.